If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is November the 10th, 2022, and today the topic is Revelation. Happy Thursday, y'all. I believe that it is Thursday. Happy Thursday, and I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Mine was quite interesting. For those of you all that follow me on social media, you may already know a little bit about that. But yeah, to God be the glory for all things and everything. I just want to say that I think I praise God for being in this place, man. At the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of things that okay, so here's one thing. So I'm struggling with what I need to tell y'all and what I shouldn't tell y'all, because I think some stuff was just probably for me. So that's why I'm hesitant right now to like with what I'm saying. But basically, again, if you follow me on social media and whatnot, you may have noticed that your girl went live a little after midnight, and that's because I felt strongly about the information that I was receiving, and because all day I had been receiving little signs and things from, I believe, from the Lord, that ultimately led me to watch this video, which was mind-blowing in a lot of ways. And I shared it because at first I wasn't going to, and then I felt led to, and I ended up just sharing it everywhere. And then I ended up going live after I finished watching it. And so, needless to say, I mean, well, one, you may be noticing that I'm recording a little bit later than usual. That's because your girl didn't get up until 5:24. That's when the Lord woke me up this morning, and there's something to be said for that. So by all means, that's in the Go Deeper section. Go search what verses come up when you look up 5:24. But I woke up, and then after I did my prayer meditation and everything like that, again, there's just was some things that I felt like was being revealed, and I just was like in a place of submission and asking the Lord, well, what do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to share? Because again, I felt like some of the things might have just been for me, and then some things that was important for y'all. So, I guess I will share this part of the stuff that's for me. Like, I've been feeling like some subtle changes between, like, I don't know if it was just last week, but between last week and now, there was like some subtle changes in my habits. And I think I was sharing some of this with y'all. I was like, oh, there's some things I'm working on. Da 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 da. Like, I feel like there was subtle changes. And then I feel like now all of that stuff was preparation for today, probably. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like a consecration period or something where it's like preparing me to be, I guess, holy enough to receive the information. So, like I said, I mean, I'm thankful. And grateful and everything like that. And I'm going to share with you all what was coming to me this morning, at least what I feel led to share with y'all. And I hope that it encourage you and inspire you on your walk. So y'all see that today the topic is called Revelation, right? Well, when I look up the definition of revelation, it says a surprising and previously unknown fact, especially one that is made known in a dramatic way. And then the second definition says the divine or supernatural disclosure to humans of something relating to human existence or the world. So, yeah, like I feel like that's been very heavy, especially over the past few days. And I feel like I mean, y'all have told me, like, there's some people that was like, oh, this was for me and all this different stuff. And I'm like, hey, well, to God be the glory. I'm not that smart to know what's going on in your life to talk, and speak to that stuff. All I know is, like, I was waking up in the morning at certain times and I was sharing with y'all the process of how I was coming to the different things. But regardless of that, like, I'm just saying that I just really have been feeling more of that coming. And I want to say months ago, I was sharing with y'all, those that listen to me every day, that I was sharing with you all about feeling like there was something pushing me towards more uh, supernatural things. And I was kind of scared, to be honest, because I was like, well, Lord, uh, I don't know if I want the eyes to be to see right into the spirit realm and stuff like that, because what I hear from that is just, when I hear about the other people's accounts, and even biblical accounts of when they see, for example, angels and all these different things, it's like a scary experience for a human, right? But, on the flip side, there is a curiosity that's there within me. I don't know if anybody else has that. But, there's a little bit of curiosity that makes me be like, I'm interested, but I just wanted you to make me ready to receive it. That was my only thing. So, so again, it's crazy to me, like, for the past few months and then even the past few weeks, and it's just been like a little drip, drip, drip. Maybe because the Lord know his child. Like, he's just dripping out little information and helping me to receive it, I guess in a way that's best for me. The people in the Bible, he just had people, had the spiritual beings show up. But I think for me, he's like, I might need to drip it out for my girl Miracle, because I don't know, if a spirit just reveal itself in front of me, I don't know, just like any other biblical person, like, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. But anyway, I say all that to say that, like, yeah, I just really have been feeling over the past few days, just feeling like God is telling me more specific stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm welcoming it, and everything like that. And I'm like, again, to God be the glory that he will want to use little old me, one. And then two, that it is obviously having some type, or at least to the people that are receiving it, that it's being a blessing to some extent. But at the same time, like I said, I struggle because when it comes to certain topics, you know, it's kind of difficult to share, because at the same time, I'm like, even though I feel like it's important, I'm going to do what the Lord want me to do. Now, I got to do that, because I can't be, for example, if I'm in this watchman position or whatever you want to call it to be, and hold on to the information, then that's going to be on my hands and head and all that. Like, I can't do that. So I'm going to share what the Lord wants me to share, But I'm just saying it's difficult to share certain stuff, because I know people get in their feelings about whatever the case is, And so, anywho, yeah, even the information that I shared last night, and it's in the Go Deeper section for today. Again, those that have the eyes and ears to hear and see, it's for you. For those that don't want to see, then I guess you're not going to see. But it ain't going to be because Miracle didn't share the information. That's all I'm saying on today. And I hope that y'all take that spirit with y'all when y'all go forth into things that God wants you to do. Because, yeah, we got to do our part regardless of what the other people do. And so that's some juice right there. But anyway, so let's get into what this Bible got to say, right? So, here are the verses that I came across this morning when I was looking up Revelation, as well as, like, I was looking up things like set apart and stuff like that too. But I feel like, there's some parts where, because again, I don't want to be arrogant or something. At the end of the day, the only reason I'm speaking and stuff is because the Lord has allowed me to be able to do this. Like, it's not because I'm just so great or nothing, So again, it's God be the glory for all things. But I was looking up things like that, and that's how I came across these verses this morning. So here we go. Amos 3:7. It says, "For the Lord God does nothing without revealing his secret to his servants, the prophets." Now, I don't proclaim to be nothing in particular now. I don't, titles and all that, I don't too much care about. But, I'm just saying that there's certain things or names and stuff that are biblical. But what I'm receiving more so than anything is that the Lord is going to reveal to his people what's going on. And I believe that he is. I believe that he is doing that in a variety of ways. And again, those that see it here, y'all see it here. Y'all know, y'all understand, and everything like that. So let's keep going. So then Leviticus 19:31, it says, do not turn to mediums or nemocracies. Do not seek them out, and so make yourselves unclean by them. I am the Lord your God. So that's, for me, this is one of them things too. I know I was talking to my husband about this yesterday. As stuff was coming to me, and little different things that I've come across to get some understanding. I'm like, that's cool to get understanding and find ways to understand. Like, even with me sharing the Strong's Concordance and all these different things that we can use to research and get a deeper understanding of what the Lord may be saying to us through numbers or through whatever, I don't want to cross the line of going and seeking out these people to do it. You know what I mean? Like, to tell me whatever the case is. I think we all should be a little bit, take all of that with a grain of salt. Even when it comes to the Christian faith and when we talk about prophecy and all that type of stuff and everything like that. In my humble little opinion, from what I'm understanding, that, prophets and stuff like that are just kind of like confirmations of what God has already told you. So it ain't because they're revealing something that you don't know. Usually, and so yeah, we got to be careful when we're receiving information, and even for me, hey, whatever I'm saying, again, take it to the Lord and ask him and stuff. Because, yeah, because there are people that are operating in gifts, but they may not be operating in God's spirit. And so, yeah, we got to, what I'm receiving is in this next part right here. Here it is. I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's in this one. 1 John 5:14, it says, and this is the confidence that we have toward him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. So we don't have to go to the medium and the marketer and soothsayer or whatever. We don't have to do none of that. We can go to the Lord directly and ask him. And if it's in his will to let us know, he will. And hey, maybe if you listen, if he done set you aside and consecrated you and took you through a process X, Y, Z, he'll reveal even more. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm seeing in my life right now. And it blows my mind every time, because I'm like, this really happened. Like, this was the process. And I've been sharing with y'all. Who knows? Maybe when I do the after show, I'll share a little bit more information for those that are live and stuff. But I'm just saying, it blows my mind every time. And I'm just like, I can't make this up. Like, this is what happened. And it's crazy. But regardless of that, let's keep going. So then we got Psalm 4:3, and it says, but know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. So I am not just talking about me now. I know there's plenty of godly people, because the Lord has set apart a remnant. So, let us not puff ourselves up, right? As individuals. But yeah, we got to understand that, yeah, he has set aside, right, for himself, those that are going to seek him and be willing to do his will, his way. And that's something I was praying this morning as well. I was like, Lord, allow me to be able to do your will, your way. Like yesterday we were talking about Jesus increase. Like, I need to decrease. Me, miracle, I need to decrease so Jesus can increase in me, to be able to really, I guess, walk in this what he's taking me through. I just put it like that. 1 Peter 1:14-16, it says, as obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, since it is written, you shall be holy, for I am holy. Now, listen, this might be Pope today. I'm like, Lord, why you trying to call me out? Because but I'll be honest, like I told y'all, like there's some things okay. Should I say, Lord? You want me to go ahead and what me say? Sorry, podcast people. I just hit the device. All right, so okay. Well, this is something I've confessed in the past. I'm not ashamed to confess it, because at the end of the day, I'm human and everything like that. So long story short, this is GSL, so sorry to those that don't understand the platform. But anyway, one of the things that I noticed that Lord was kind of taking away from me, at least over the past few weeks. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna be perfect and never do it again and all this different type of stuff. I'm just saying what the Lord has done for me to get to this place today. So y'all know that throughout my life, I've shared this testimony. Masturbation has been a issue for me in my life. Okay. Now during the cultivation period, okay, there was a time where I had to lay that down and be specific about being like, Miracle, take some self-control and do what I'm asking you to do. And I see why, because I've been able to share the testimony of, hey, we can have self-control. I did it. now, but did I hold on to that? Now, here we go. I feel like that was important for me to do at that particular time. To learn about self-control in X, Y, and Z. Now that y'all know that I'm married, okay? And y'all know that, I think those may know that, like, about some of the things going on. But anyway, regardless of that, right? So as a wife, I've been wondering, right, if it's, I try my best to think about my husband and the times that I would do it as a wife and all these different things. And then wondering, like, trying my best not to be, how could I say, like, convicted by the action X, Y, and Z, even though every now and then it would be in the back of my mind, like, maybe, I don't know, should I do this, should I not do this? But I'm like, well, because of the situation, like, what else do you want me to do? Well, anyway, I'll just say a few weeks, because I won't say months. So over the past few weeks, that would come to my mind, and then I've been fighting that temptation for whatever reason. And I feel like that was part of the consecration to prepare myself for today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get that a few weeks ago because I'm like, well, but I see why that makes sense now. I see why I think the Lord might have took me through that process again, because he's like, hey, I got some stuff I need to reveal to you, right? And I need you to be holy as I am holy and stuff. And so that might not be, too holy and whatnot. So, I mean, y'all pray for me, right? Pray for me and my husband, you know what I'm saying? Pray for our marriage and, for us to come together and more frequently. That's my prayer. But anyway, sorry, husband, but y'all already know. So anyway, but anyway, you know what I mean? I share all that to say that, I'm not perfect. Right, I am also human, but I believe that God will use those that are willing to receive the information, right? And he will use those that are willing to do his will. And so I believe, consecrated me for this message on today by taking that temptation away and helping me to fight that temptation over the past few weeks and prepare myself for that. And there's some other things that I believe that God has done too, but I don't think it's for me to share with y'all. But you might be consecrated for a while. That's what I'm telling y'all. There might be some consecration that happens in order for you to receive the revelation. But it'll make sense. I'm just a living witness that it will make sense when things are revealed. But during the consecration, just go with it. Go with the consecration, because obviously the Lord wants to reveal something to you. Anyway, let's keep going. Matthew 7:21, it says, not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. There you go. I mean, I don't really have too much to reiterate when it comes to that. Like, it says what it says, y'all. Like, we can think we on the, narrow path and on the up and up and stuff like that, but then we can still be lost. And so, it's a good time to seek the Lord, right? It's a good time to see what is his will. What did he want you to do? What did he want you to say? All that different type of stuff. If you're not walking in that, then, no judgment on my end. I'm just saying what the Bible say in regards to that. Let's just make sure we're in the will of God. That's all I'm saying. So y'all can go deeper. Again, if y'all want to look at the video that I watched, the link is in the description. I think more people need to see what I was seeing. So I put it in the Go Deeper section. If you guys want to look up the verses that's centered around 5:24, by all means, that's in the Go Deeper section as well. But the Bible verses up today is Psalm 34:4-5, and it says, I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not as ashamed. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. And just so I'll let you guys know, those on the podcast, we have a new show coming out tonight, and it is called The Communion Girls. Our first episode will be tonight, if the Lord's will, and yeah, we'll be going live. I'm not sure about everything that we're going to talk about, but I know we're going to have communion, so that's one thing to think about. And yeah, man, again, to God be the glory, man. We're going to see what the Lord do with all of this. Who knows? I think it came into my heart and mind to kind of go deeper about everything that I'm sharing with y'all. So yeah, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. It'll be at 9 p.m. tonight. And maybe tomorrow, y'all. Let me go ahead and speak this in advance as well. According to my calculations, tomorrow we're going to be celebrating our 1,000th video on the God, Sex, and Love channel. Oh my gosh. Again, to God be the glory for all things. Like, that is a blessing. That is a miracle in itself. And yeah, so celebrations, things going on, new shows, new concepts, new revelations. All these things are happening at the same time, but to God be the glory for all things. I hope that you guys are encouraged and inspired. And yes, I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Everyone is stuck at home, but life is still happening around us every day. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and celebrations. Send your friends and family the gift of wine from the comforts of home. Wine shop at home with Miracle of Wine. Wine, gift baskets, wine accessories, and more at miracleofwine.com.